Good morning again. Welcome back. We're here with Vicki now from the Girl Scouts of Northern Illinois. This is the Girl Scouts 100-year anniversary. I know I grew up a Girl Scout. My parents grew up, involved in it. It's a generational thing. So how cool to finally be able to say we've been doing it for 100 years.
I know, we're so excited. It's a very exciting year for us. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of us, obviously. And we have lots of activities going on and lots of fun things for everybody to participate in.
Okay, so let's start with the service projects because there are 3 big service projects you're focusing on this year that the girls can get involved in, right?
Right. We have first of all, we have Earth Hour, which will happen the last Saturday in March. And there will be a time frame where we're encouraging girls and their families and friends to minimize their use of electricity and trying to draw back. And so kind of environmental awareness there is important for everyone.
So is the idea to designate 1 hour where everyone tries to
where
do
you
this?
hold off your lights, you don't use your computer, you don't use any of those electronic things, so that we're diminishing our footprint that we're creating by using all of those devices.
Gotcha. Is this a nationwide thing for Girl Scouts?
It will be a nationwide thing. It'll happen all across the country. Everybody in the country will be doing it, and we'll be encouraging all the Girl Scouts across the country will be encouraging their family and friends and everybody to participate.
Great. And then you've got one called Reduce Waste. That one kind of self-explanatory.
Right, reduce waste, but specifically reducing our plastic waste. So reducing the number of plastic bottles that we're using. Let's use those over. Let's not buy bottled water. Let's filter the water or whatever and do it. So trying to figure out how we can reduce plastic waste, particularly the bottles, one-time use of bottles is important.
And then the third one is called Rain Gardens. Explain that one.
Rain gardens. That's creating natural spaces, depressions in whether it's in your schoolyard or your home or somewhere in the community, where you can plant natural plants that will absorb the water, the drain off of water. So we're trying to protect our watersheds. So it's encouraging girls to find areas where there's natural runoff of water, plant those plants that will help take care of that so that we can protect our environment again. All of our service projects are about protecting our environment.
This is what I love about the Girl Scouts is that these are such great messages for girls to learn. And I remember going through similar projects, when I was going through Girl Scouts. How important is it for girls to kind of get these messages and learn these lessons at a young age?
Oh, it's absolutely important because we're so much more impressionable the younger that we are. And those kinds of ideas will stick with us for a lifetime. I'm sure you had some things that you were involved in that are still important to you today. And also just protecting our future, getting girls involved early so that we can make a difference over the long term to make our world a better place.
Were you a Girl Scout when you were little too?
I've been involved in Girl Scouts more when I got a little bit older, not when I was younger. So I was kind of a late starter, but absolutely more in the camp aspect and how important that was for girls to learn that self-reliance and being a part of camp.
Yeah, and you guys have that new facility, right, too, that you've been working on with the Boy Scouts.
Right, we've moved into our new office, and now we're trying to finish our capital campaign. We're almost there, so that we can build a program center out in Cherry Valley so that our Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts will have a place to go to do some more outdoor activities, but still be very close to town.
Yeah, that'll be really nice and cut down on the gas bill too.
It'll be it'll absolutely be nice.
Yeah, now March 1st, you have kind of a cool chance coming up for people to see a little bit about the Girl Scouts history.
Absolutely. One of the things that we're doing is having some historical displays, and our volunteers and the Midway Village Museum have been working very hard for months getting ready for this. So March 1st, we kick off a historical exhibit of Girl Scout memorabilia that will be there through July. So people can go to the museum and find out about the history and recognize that uniform that you wore back in whatever year you were a girl.
I think I still have some.
Absolutely, and those are really fun to kind of see those books and badges and any kind of memorabilia that we have. Old Girl Scout cookie boxes. I mean, all kinds of things.
I
that
hope not with the
you
cookies
can see.
still in.
No, the cookies are gone, of course. But to do that'll be fun.
How fun! How much has it evolved and changed over the years? Just looking at the memorabilia.
Well, if you look at, I think, part of it is if you look at uniform styles change, and colors change. The original Girl Scout uniform was khaki, and we've kind of changed to different colors over the time, and kind of to have the uniform be a little more stylish for whatever the period was.
I like how you said that, khaki.
Yeah, khaki. It's and the reason it was khaki was when Juliet Lowe founded Girl Scouts in Savannah, Georgia. She started out with navy blue. Well, if you've ever been to Georgia, you know that the dirt in Georgia is a red clay. and so it showed on the blue so bad. She changed it to khaki so the dirt wouldn't show so much when the girls were outdoors.
So be rough and go outside, but still look cute.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think the other things that have changed, I mean, if you look at the badges today, there's a lot more about science and technology, about the media, about, things that are more relevant. Back in the day when Juliette Lowe started Girl Scouting, it was more about teaching girls how to milk cows and semaphore and things that were skills that they needed at that time to be able to have a life and survive and do the things they needed to do. So the badges have had to change based on what's changed in our society.
I think that's so great, though, to kind of make sure that you're pushing girls towards science and math and technology. That's huge.
Absolutely, because right now there's a huge gap. One, girls don't always get involved in science, technology, engineering, and math. And also the job market in the future, there's going to be a huge gap of not enough employees who can have those science, math, and technology skills. So we're trying to get the girls going on that right track right now.
Do you think that that focus on always evolving and always looking at where society is now, is that what has helped the Girl Scouts survive for so long? Because it seems like it's always still relevant. Absolutely.
I think that is the key of why we've been around for 100 years and why we'll be around for another 100 years. Because we are constantly changing to adapt to what society needs and what girls need. In order to accomplish what they need to do and to learn to be a leader in the society of the time that they live in.
Yeah, what I like too about the Girl Scouts is not just about those practical skills, but also just about learning social skills and learning how to work as a team and making friends. I mean, to me, that was the biggest part of my experience.
Well, and I think that is what people remember about Girl Scouting is the friends that they've learned, the things that they've learned about getting to know and getting to know people and doing things. And I think in today's society, that's even more important. With so much internet activity and so much social media, the people are not spending as much time working together. And I think by being a part of a Girl Scout experience, that's a key part of it, the interaction between the people and how to work together.
Yeah, because I have so many fun memories of working on badges, but I also have fun memories of, the sleepover we had after the troop meeting was over,
Yeah. And the things that and part of it I think was because you as a girl planned those activities. It wasn't somebody just didn't say, okay, here's what we're going to do. That you had to be a part of that. You had to help plan what was going to happen. You had to shop for the food. You had to cook the meals. You had to do, so the girls are learning how to do the activities or whatever the project is. It's not being told to them. They're not being told exactly what to do.
They're learning to be strong, self-sufficient women at a young age.
Absolutely.
Which is such a great start. Now you do have a huge event coming up too, and that's at the end of April, right?
It is April 28th at the Northern Illinois University Convocation Center. We have our big Girl Scout Centennial celebration. We expect to have thousands of Girl Scouts and their families there, and alumni. Anybody who wants to come is welcome to come. It will be an event where there'll be activities for girls to participate. There will be stage presentations, all kinds of displays and booths and things for people to participate in. So we're very excited about that. We think it'll be really fun.
Okay, if people want more information about that, they just go to your website?
Just go to our website, go to girlscoutsni.org. You can find out about all of our 100th anniversary activities and what's going on.
And you really want former Girl Scouts to get involved in this too.
We do. We're looking for our Girl Scouts. We know that there are probably somewhere around 50 million women around the country who've been involved in Girl Scouts at some point in time in their life. So we're trying to reconnect with folks, whether they were a member for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years or a volunteer or a girl, whatever they...
Or a troop leader even.
Absolutely. A troop leader, a board member, anybody. We want to connect with you. We want you to come participate in some of those activities. So again, go to our website. You can find information on how to register with us so that we know that you are an alumni and we can make sure you get invited to some of our activities.
Great. Well, we do need to take a quick break, but I know the thing we all know the Girl Scouts for more than anything is the cookies, and you brought some cookies with you. There's actually a new one. I don't know if you can tell in that mix. There's one box of cookies that wasn't there last year. So we'll talk about that new one and meet a Girl Scout who's out selling them coming up.